Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script play.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's it. Look at it. Here we go. D all day. Defense all day. All day. Express. Check. Mike Smith.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to cut it back right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Walter Payton, 61 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mike's 54. Hey, Mike's 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 49. Check for Mike's 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie White, what a force, got back there for the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
After the sack on 1st down, Vic. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Saquon Barkley, 44 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Stop made there by Julius Peppers.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54. Mike 54. I got you. I got you. Check safety. Check 9. Check 9.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Vic. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charles Tillman, and his guys will take the yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Kill. Turn up. Hey. Kill. Turn up. Shit.
On 1st down, Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Set. 180. 50. Great. 50 to Mike. You can't block me.
On 2nd and 15 now. Newton, blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. There's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's work done. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Here we go.
They snap it to Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
Second and 3 at the 35-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check three.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Set. Record.
Vick will look to throw on first down. Complete. It's Johnson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike's 50. Hey, get him away from him. Hey, go. Watch the twist.
They just get the play off. Now Vick. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. 39 yards there. A big one. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
You think you won't get this? Spurs. No.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll try and run for it with Bo. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Throwing on third down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. They run on first down with Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So if we've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check. First down. You got take.
There's Vic. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Evan Ingram there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied in 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, 20.
Throwing again. Newton. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Come on now, come on now.
On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Right there. 54, Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the help, go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. 65. 65.
Vic on 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Stenerud's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. These 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Look at 180. Mike is a kick fast. Look at it.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns' 47-yard line.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 2nd and 11 now, Newton. And that's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
20. You got to get that ball. That's rock now.
To throw is Newton. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Switch it.
That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I'm going to come back to you. Get wide. 36. Check three. Go. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
First down, Vic. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Here's Michael Vick. And he's going to go down again. Brian Urlacher in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long.
Watch the run. Mike 5-4. Get your swerve on. Watch that.
Third and long for Vick. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Newton now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Check. Switch. Right there.
A first down throw coming for Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
He's checking crack.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Patrick Willis just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Bo. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone getting the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Check 50. Check 50. Kill.
Got a man, it's Randy Moss. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. 23. From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules, and a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll throw on 1st down to Jackson. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Again, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Jackson now. Going to throw again. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. First and 10, here's Vick. But he's going to take a shot right away. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. picked off by Tyrone. Well, a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He finds his man Johnson.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
The throw on 2nd down from Vic, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go. Switch.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Here's Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hatchet. Check safety.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check 9. Let's go. Come on. Check that 3. Go. Motion.
On 1st down, Peyton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mike 52. Oh, here we go.
Vic will look to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Get off the train.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Push him back. Kill. Turn up. Where's 52? Black 52. 52. Shit. Check 13. Hey.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vic. There goes a deep ball. End zone. This is caught. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson throwing again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So here's Vic following the interception. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kevin Green. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Check 52. 52's the mic. It's going to be a long day. Let's go. Long day. Hey, Mike 52, Mike.
From the gun, Vic. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he's taken down inside the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. He gets this one to Johnson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Watch it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 25-yard line.
On the carry, it's Jackson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
To throw, Vic. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Calvin Johnson there to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Alluding to pressure right. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third down, Jackson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Fourth down. Here's Jackson. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Jackson on first down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. Now Jason Elam for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Elam's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Two times. You got three down.
They run again with Jackson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Jackson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Peyton. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Here's Michael Vick. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off Byron Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. You go tight. You go. Twist. Kill. Shift. Check nickel. Let's go.
Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football. Good dance. Come. Check.
On 3rd down, Vic. Flushed out right. Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Picked off by Ty Law. And he's into the clear. And he will score. Touchdown. Elam on here for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll run with Jackson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 52. Rip left. Fight. Mike 5-2. Watch the screen.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, Mike 52.
To throw again. Vick. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Vic now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Vic, flush to his right. He'll run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Check, check, lucky. Slam.
On 3rd down, Vic forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see today if they rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy. But for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Randy Moss, 61 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It's caught by Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Here's Vic. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Vic to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
He's back to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. A big pickup there for the Eagles first down, 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check up. Back. Switch.
From the red zone now, Vic flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had...
Brandon Garden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Vic operating on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Vic now. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. throw on second down. Cunningham. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. He gets this one to Johnson. That one goes for 8 yards. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Pick your game up. Tight on, tight on, tight on. 52, one more. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Again, it's Vick being chased out right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Let's go, D. Check, check, check. Watch the end.
On 3rd and 1, here's Vick. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Stitterud, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Stitterud to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He may try and run for this. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Jackson. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now Jackson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The 49er great Patrick Willis in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on second down. Vic. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly, your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down now, Peyton. Walter Payton, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Yeah! Hey, hold on! 2, go! I get the 2. I'll freeze. Switch! Jim! SOS! 6!
On first and 10, here's Vic. That's complete to Bo Jackson. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll run on first down. Jackson. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And the catch made by Johnson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Check it out, read. One twist.
First down, Vic sliding out of the pocket. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Watch the screen. Kill. Turn. Kill. Turn. Shit.
From the gun, Vic. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Yo, 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 yo.
Now it's Jackson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Check 52. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Here's Michael Vick. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start here with Jackson. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 23-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Down, 80. Don't get nervous. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch Twitch. Watch. Stop. Check 26. Middle. 24. Check 24. Sponge.
On 2nd down, Peyton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the 1st half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On 1st down, it's Jackson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down now, Peyton. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
26. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
On third down, Jackson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. And just lost track, and it cost him.
Ready. Good team running. 3. Switch. Kill.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
Vic to throw it. Buying time with under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now a give right side. Peyton. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Motion, motion, motion.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Steps away to his left. Finds his tight end Ingram. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Switch it, switch it. Switch it. Check, go. Wide, get wide. 36, 36.
This will be the final play of the half. Vick. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run again with Jackson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
All day, every day, any day. Switch.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. On 3rd down, here's Bo. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Carry for Okoye. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Okoye. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Okoye. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is, because they've got to push it downfield.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Go to base. Get him. Get him. Get him.
On 3rd down, it's Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. You tighten up.
They'll try and run with their fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. 43.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jackson, and he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And now a carry here for the fullback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It's going to be a long day. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jackson, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Just fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you have green on that play.
And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go now. To AC Gator.
Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen to Bo. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, Vic. This will be caught by Randy Moss. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Vic. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
They'll run run now with Okoye. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And that one results in 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
in. Check three.
Vic operating on first down. First, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On first down, Dickerson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we will.
They'll run here with Bo. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Stenerud able to put this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson being chased out left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson, James has got it, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here's Vic following the interception. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st first down. It's Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And they're going to get him. They bring him down, a sack back at the 16-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch out. Check.
From the gun, Vick. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Randy Moss in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one now.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. But they will not be able to capitalize as time is run out here on the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A big play there for Philly. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try the left side. Peyton. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check three.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. Throwing Vick. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former Eagle, Brian Dawkins.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're bad.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And some space here. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
You got nothing. Shoot. You go tight. You got tight.
On first down, James. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Eagles' 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Hope. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the carry, it's Jackson. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Check.
Second down and goal. Jackson, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Elam able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Here we go. Slam.
They run again with Jackson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Switch it. Clear. Switch. Go. Wide. Get wide. 36.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I love the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Check, Mike 21, Mike 21. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
To throw is Jackson. On 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Willis coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, this is Jackson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Jackson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Jackson throwing on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Here's Jackson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Jackson. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many mil. Cause bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gang saying hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not this stereotypes. Me, I'm bigger than life. Give everyone jaws. I'm letting go. Home with a squad. I'm playing my part. To the team, I'm Phil Jackson and on. Coming from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Ready to go now on a sunny afternoon in the East Bay. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Come on, fellas.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Switch up. Shit.
First carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. You don't want to. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Check. Crunch. Yup.
Second and 5 down. Vick, he's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Randy Moss, 57 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat, and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
26 mark, 26 mark. I got you.
Second and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Check 31, check 31.
On second down, it's Bell. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Fitzpatrick on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Throwing again here. Fitzpatrick on second and 10. And this is caught. Herman Moore. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Caught by Allen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way around. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Fitzpatrick. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Fitzpatrick. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The These two teams all tied after one. They'll run with Jackson.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. To throw on third down. Vic. Man open, it's Morris complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And how about that play? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. It's so compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Now a give, right side. Jackson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Bell running on first down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. Looking to throw on second down. Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
my name, huh? You ready? STRO. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support bra, lifting up.
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And off we go from Oakland. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
Ready? So ready? Mike 50 in your face.
Off play action. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six.
Check the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him. Ay, ay, we need more, tell him we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. 16 cars in my phone. Ay, 30 on my wrist, will point to God. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers,
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
On second down, it's Jackson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. On third down, this is Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. First down. It's Jackson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now Jackson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give right side. Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keeps your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make it next.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check, check, check. Hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
On 2nd down now. It's Jackson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DL.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
At their own 11-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And fights through one man. Steps away to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Bears nothing.
On 2nd down. It's Jackson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these plants make me look fat.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Chip Bennett. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
That throw by Vic incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vic. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
Now this one is tight end out on the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On second down now. It's Jackson, and he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Stenerud on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his...
And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got 2 teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start here with Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, it's Jackson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Second and 4 at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. Jackson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They just get the play off. Now Vick dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Squeeze, double. Zip it. 52. Mike 52. Your track.
On 3rd down, Vick. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They'll try and run for it with Bo, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field, nice. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Ravens have got it.
Pardon me, not often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Check 52. Motion, check.
Now a 5-time All-Pro. Here's Gale Sayers. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Go. Quick,
Now Sayers. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll try and run forward with Sayers. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
So you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, put the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow.
Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Let's go, boys, let's go! We go! 90 Wolf! Like, Topper!
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready?
To The throw is Manning. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive. Pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. On first down, Dickerson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line.
25, check 25, check 25. 5. Get.
Shotgun now for Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them down.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback shooting long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Fielded at the 20. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give, right side. Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
First down, Vic. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 26, check 23.
They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos' 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Vic. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Vick will look to throw on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just said.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Stenerud now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Browns 14, Broncos nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Broncos nothing.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Charlie. Snap.
Manning gonna throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now Manning, he sets to fire deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second.
Don't send for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me. talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Wanna walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.